As of Friday, October 26, 2018, 27th Street between 23rd and 24th Avenues in Astoria, Queens, will also be known as AKTINA FM Way, in honor of AKTINA FM Greek American Radio and its important contributions to Greek Americans and Americans alike for a quarter of a century. Council Member Costa Constantinides, who represents the 22nd District, where AKTINA FM was founded and operates, initiated the legislation for this street co-naming, which passed in the New York City Council on July 29, 2018, when Local Law 2018/139 was enacted. State Senator Michael Genaris, Assembly Member Aravella Simodas, Trade Commissioner of Cyprus Aristos Constantine, and the President of the Hellenic Federation, Kleanthis Meimaroglu, joined Council Member Costa Constantinides and Elena Maroletti, founder and executive producer of AKTINA FM, for the unveiling of the AKTINA FM Way street sign. Several AKTINA FM fans and supporters were also in attendance, including AKTINA's volunteer staff. All officials and dignitaries offered remarks prior to the street signing unveiling, while Ms. Maroletti also read a special greeting sent by Foreign Minister of Cyprus, Mr. Nikos Christodoulidis, who prior to moving to Cyprus and rising in the ranks of the Cyprus government, was an active member of the Cypriot American community and also an avid listener of AKTINA FM. At the end of the ceremony, Ms. Maroletti also offered to each of the dignitaries an AKTINA FM cap with the known slogan, AKTINA FM, the smart choice. AKTINA means light ray, and amazingly enough, as the ceremony started, a striking light ray shined over and covered the fall clouds above, bringing true sunshine in the Astoria neighborhood.
AKTINA is the Greek word for beam of light, and AKTINA has been shining a light on the Greek American community for 25 years, a quarter of a century. And this was a labor of love for Elena, who came here in the mid-1970s as she fled Cyprus after the Turkish invasion. She settled in Astoria, where she quickly established herself here. She's been involved in this community. This has been, AKTINA is uniquely Astoria.
Yes.
It was born right here. As a journalist, she worked hard to make sure that she highlighted the Cypriot and the Greek communities here in America, and making sure that while we're here and we celebrate our American culture, but we never forgot our Greek culture. I remember my grandmother listening to AKTINA on Saturdays and Sundays on the radio. She would make a doropita and a kefedes. And we'd sit there and we'd talk, and in the background would be AKTINA. And then when something was on, my grandmother was really wanting to hear, she'd go, Costa, be quiet. 1993, AKTINA was established to make sure that not only Greeks, but everyone got the Greek American news. In 2002, she expanded to AKTINA TV, which all of us have been on, with WNYE. She's a fixture in our community, doing all of this great work. And really everyone, Tom and the whole team on AKTINA.
Friso, Penny.
Everyone. The entire AKTINA TV team and AKTINA FM team. I know how much it's a labor of love for all of you. And we really appreciate you. We appreciate the work that you do. Elena, really, we love you. Thank you for being a strong voice for our community. We need this strong voice. We need your strong voice for another 100 years.
I'll do my best.
But when everyone walks down this street, they'll be able to look up at AKTINA FM Way to remember the good things that we've done and to think on the Greek American community. And we need to do more. We need to, as a Greek American community, come together and support one another.
New York is a city of communities and a city of ethnic neighborhoods. And the ethnic-based media is a vital lifeline for our immigrant communities. When they come to New York and they need a trusted voice, a trusted news source, they often turn to their ethnic media. And AKTINA has provided that service for so long to the Greek and Cypriot communities that I don't know what we would do without it being here. I feel in some respect like we grew up together.
Yes, we did, especially with AKTINA TV.
Yes.
Remember,
The radio,
we launched it together.
I remember. The radio was around a couple years before I got elected, but the TV started I think 2 years after I got elected.
Yes.
And I've watched AKTINA grow as I've grown in office, and then when I was the first, as Costa mentioned, and then we watched another first and then another first, and now we have a whole team of Greek Americans representing this neighborhood. But one thing we all have in common is that we all made our way through AKTINA FM during our campaigns, during our time in office, and it is a critical way for us to communicate with our community, with our neighbors. It's not only Costa's grandmother that was listening on the weekends. I think it was everybody in the Greek community in this neighborhood and even beyond just Astoria. So, Elena, congratulations to you and to Tom. Συγχαρητήρια, να τα κατοστήσετε. And we look forward to celebrating and walking down this street when we're going to all the tavernas which are surrounding this corner and looking up and feeling proud that AKTINA FM is recognized right here in our own neighborhood.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I am so happy to be here today. You know, when I first ran for office, one of the first visits that I made was with Elena to talk about the issues, to talk about why I wanted to run and become an elected official here in Astoria. The truth is, AKTINA tells us about history. It focuses on our ethnicity. It talks about how wonderful it is to be a Hellene. It talks about our past. But of course, if we don't know where we've been, we don't know where we're going. Elena also talks about women's issues. She also talks about family issues. She also talks about the environment. She talks about the critical issues that are important to this community. She does it every weekend with love and dedication. And you know, we keep talking and saying, oh, we used to listen. I still listen to you. My parents still listen to you. And that is something, a tradition that I hope that will live on forever, because really the amount of dedication and the amount of sweat and blood that you put into AKTINA is inspiring. Thank you all for being here, and I can't wait for the unveiling.
Ella indeed has become a friend, and I'm proud to call her a friend.
Yes.
And I can't think of anybody who deserves this recognition and this honor more than you. As everybody said, Elena's contribution to being a voice for the Greek Cypriot community here in the United States has been invaluable. But her tireless and steadfast support for the broader issues that affect her home of Cyprus, as well as Greece, also must be mentioned. And I personally want to thank you for all the support you've given us at the Cyprus Trade Center, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning to everybody. I would like to thank you, everybody that came here. As the president of the federation, I would like to congratulate a woman who showed the leadership in the broadcasting system to come first of the all as a first and establish AKTINA FM. I wish you the best and in your future, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cleante. I gotta put my glasses 25 years later. So, on behalf of all of us at AKTINA, I would like to express our most sincere thanks and gratitude to Council Member Costa Constantinides for initiating the bill in the New York City Council to honor our radio show by co-naming the street where it was founded and established, AKTINA FM Way. As we are gathered here today, I'm also extremely proud and honored to be surrounded by our esteemed elected officials and friends, State Senator Michael Janaris, Assembly Member Aravela Simotas, my good friend Aristos Konstantin, the Trade Commissioner, Mr. Meimaroglu, the President of the Hellenic Federation. Today I'm also extremely honored to have received this very special greeting message from the Foreign Minister of Cyprus, Mr. Nikos Christodoulidis, which I would like to share with you. It's very important for me because, as you know, being a refugee from Cyprus, I started AKTINA FM especially to promote Cyprus and the division of Cyprus due to the Turkish invasion. And for the Minister of Cyprus, Mr. Nikos Christodoulidis, to take the time to send us this message on behalf of the government makes me extremely honored and proud. So I would like to read it to you. Dear friends, it is a great pleasure and a distinct honor for me to address this wonderful occasion where the New York City Council, following Council Member Costa Constantinides' initiative, decided to honor AKTINA FM Greek American Radio by giving its name to the 27th Street between 23rd and 24th Avenues in Astoria, Queens. Undeniably, this gesture stands out as a bright and well-received recognition of AKTINA's 25 years of outstanding service and contribution to Cypriots throughout the 5 boroughs of New York and beyond. This event coincides with AKTINA's 25th anniversary celebrations and verifies the influence that this proud broadcaster has gained over an army of loyal listeners worldwide. Through the ages, this pioneering bilingual public service media outlet has become a powerful and invaluable link between the diaspora on the one hand and the homeland of Cyprus on the other hand. While achieving several milestones through the past decades, AKTINA FM achieved something really precious. It managed to bring what we call home to hundreds of thousands of people that had to migrate away from home. This celebration also carries a deeper meaning and significance that transcends time, and that is because AKTINA FM carries the same high ideals which have also guided the Cypriots of the United States. The community here has demonstrated throughout time the strength and commitment to pass on to the younger Cypriot Americans the high moral values of our country, the richness of the Greek language, as well as our unique cultural heritage and traditions. AKTINA FM represents this very same spirit, as well as a profound wave of solidarity between the community members, which helped them survive and thrive through the past decades in a highly competitive environment, such as the one in New York and the United States in general. We in Cyprus draw great strength and inspiration from your passion to preserve our history and culture in all their aspects far away from home for a quarter of a century now, and we warmly thank you for that. Seizing the opportunity, I would also like to wholeheartedly commend the soul of this radio station, the founder and president of AKTINA Productions, Inc., Ms. Elena Marouletti, for her continued efforts to upgrade and promote the image of Cyprus here in the greater New York area. Dear friends, we remain truly grateful for AKTINA FM's wholehearted and continuing support for our just causes and for promoting Cypriot causes far away from home. Please accept my best wishes for the station's continued success, along with my best wishes for good health and prosperity for all. I thank you cordially, Nikos Christodoulidis, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Cyprus. And again, as I said, it means a lot to me being, a Cypriot. I believe today is a historic day for us and for our community, and I feel this way because not only we're the first Greek American radio to be honored with a street co-naming, but also for the fact that this sign will always be here to remind all that through volunteerism and through dedication, much can be accomplished. What is more important is that AKTINA is an integral part of Astoria. It was born here, it grew up here, and continues to thrive in the heart of Astoria. Along with AKTINA FM, many generations of Greek Americans and Americans alike also grew up listening to AKTINA FM. Several of these young people later joined AKTINA FM as interns and volunteers. 25 years ago, when I launched AKTINA FM on a purely volunteer basis, my vision was to make a difference by introducing a radio show which addresses the needs of the new generations of Greek and Greek Cypriot Americans who were born in this country and their first language was English. So I established AKTINA FM by applying a very innovative bilingual format, and along with the slogan AKTINA FM, the smart choice, the show took off, quickly becoming a leading and a highly rated show on 91.5 and online. And I would like to conclude by stressing that always keeping up with new technology, we have also heavily invested in further expanding our online presence. And since 2017, AKTINA FM is broadcasting daily 24/7 from its own fully secured sites. Again, thank you, Costa, for this exceptional honor, and thank you all for sharing this special day with us.
AKTINA FM is the smart choice for lovers of Greek music and for listeners who seek some sense of community. Tune in to AKTINA FM every day, 24/7, from the secure streaming sites aktinafm.com or ak.ht if you have limited bandwidth.
It's a great honor for me to be here with you and all my friends, elected officials. And as I said earlier, we started AKTINA TV together. You remember?
I do remember. I was just in office for a year, I think, when you started it, and now you see where you've gone. You even have a street named after you. But it's actually our honor to be here to recognize all the work you've done, all the good you've done for our community. I don't know where this community would be without the information you've provided to them over the years, and hopefully you'll have many more years to come.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for sharing this very special and historic day with us.
Thank you. Thank you. And keep doing your good work.
We will. I promise. Women rule.
women definitely rule, but you rule. All of your hard work has paid off, and it will pay off for generations. What I can tell you is that my daughter knows what AKTINA FM is because she listens to it on the radio.
You never know, she'll become an intern very soon.
I hope so. I know where to send her.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this very special day with us. And as I said earlier, AKTINA FM was born here, raised here, grew up here, and thrives here, right here in Astoria.
And really, it's because of you. It's because of all of your hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears that you've put in to make sure that AKTINA FM reaches as much of the diaspora and everyone in the community. And that's a beautiful thing. And I wish you well. And this is off for another 50 years.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Costa, I cannot thank you enough. You make me extremely proud. I'm honored, and I know my parents are up there. The sun just came out when it was time to pull the sign, the cover of the sign. Thank you.
Really, thank you. I mean, this is a way for us to really express our gratitude for your 25 years of service to this community and your labor of love as making AKTINA FM what it is, and really a strong voice for our Greek American community. We all love you. We're all so grateful for the work that you do, and want to express in this street renaming that everyone will be able to walk down this street and celebrate AKTINA for generations to come, and this will be a permanent fixture in the Astoria community forever, and you've earned it.
Thank you, Costa. Thank you so much. Anything else you would like to share with us since I have you on?
Just how much we love AKTINA.
John, thank you for coming.
Thank you. We love you. You're more beautiful in person than on television. And we wish you many more years of happiness here, and your show hopefully is successful forever.
You know, it means a lot to me to have the representative of my very beloved homeland, Cyprus, here today. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this very special day with us.
Elena, you know, I've been on this side of the microphone, and I feel today you should be on this side of the microphone. I tell you something, and like I said, I can't think of anyone who deserves this honor more than you. 25 years sticking to something steadfastly, you know, in a volunteer capacity is more than admirable. But on behalf of Cyprus, and on behalf of myself and the Trade Center and the Embassy and our representation here, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for all the support that you've given us. And, you know, I wouldn't have missed the day for anything.
Thank you. It means a lot to me for coming.
Oh, thank you, Elena.
Glanthimou, thank you so much. You know, AKTINA is a proud member of the Federation of Hellenic Societies, and thank you for honoring us with your presence today.
It's our pleasure to have you as a member, and we look forward for you, and we wish you the best for yourself and for your company and AKTINA FM. I hope you grow, and good luck.
Thank you, Glanthimou. Thank you so much for coming.
Good luck. Thank you.